Hello guys and welcome to this new channel, LUFC RF. I'm a member of Illusion and I've got my own channel called RF, but I've not uploaded on the RF channel yet. But yeah, this is my third channel and it's about Leeds United. So, as you see, my first video is a tier list. And we've got to definitely keep, try to keep him, loan, sell for the right price, and definitely sell. So we're in the Premier League now. It's going to be tough to see players leave, but hopefully we can keep the right players and get rid of the right players that we don't want at this club. And now first, one of my favourite youngsters at Leeds, Leif Davis. Now I've put him in that loan. For me, Stoke City and Portsmouth want to get him on loan. I'd be happy if he goes to any of them. Maybe Stoke because it's Championship. Because I know going from if we stay in the Premier League, going from League One to Premier League is a big jump. But if Stoke offer him right amount of game time, for me he's a definite player to go on loan to Stoke. Liam Cooper, club captain, definitely keep. I love Cooper. He does get sent off here and there, but I do love him. I think he's one of the most top players in this team, of how he works for the team, and he's a big help of how Ben White's played. Big help. Barry Douglas. Now, I would be between sell for the right price or try to keep him. Because he had a very mixed Leeds career so far. He gets injured all the time. But I'm going to try to keep him because he won't be a bad backup left back. I think Rangers and Celtic have shown interest in him, but he said he doesn't want to go to Celtic because I believe he's a Rangers fan. But I think if Rangers come in for him, that will persuade him to move. But I'm putting in try to keep because he's a quality player. Stuart Dallas, definitely keep. It's got to be for me because he's absolutely incredible, works so hard for the team, and he's not one of them flashy players, but he will work his ass off, basically. I love him. What a player. Casilla, for me, it's between these two, but I'm going to say definite sell because I know he's on higher wages, and we can get a better backup keeper because we'll get onto the starting keeper in a bit. But yeah, I'm going to have to say definitely sell because it's the wages that's more about the value, the money that would get for the player. But yeah, Matthias Klick, another one. It has to be definitely keep. Again, like Dallas, works so hard for the team, and differences. Klick does get a goal here and there and a couple assists. Absolutely incredible. Bielsa has really changed this man's career around, and yeah, another player that's a definitely keep for me. Adam Forshaw, like Douglas, gets injured a lot of the time. He is not Premier League quality in my opinion. So, sell for the right price or try to keep. For me, if we get 4 million for Adam Forshaw, I think it's just time to move on. He's a great player and all, but I don't know if he can make that step to the Premier League. Pablo Hernandez. I mean, El Mago, the magician, in Spanish that is. Again, definitely keep. For me, he's not a starter in the Premier League next year. Bench player, how he did at the kind of style he came off the bench at the end of the season, of last season. Came off the bench and just affected games. One that comes to mind is the game against Swansea, where he comes off the bench and scores in the 85th minute. What a player. So for me, he's a definitely keep, and I know he won't believe him. Jordan Stevens, loan. Now, put Jordan Stevens alone. I think he made about 4 appearances off the bench for Leeds last season. Again, looks like a good... We didn't see much of him, but looks like a good young player. But, yeah, he just needs experience. I believe Huddersfield, I'm sure, will be interested in him. But, yeah. Tyler Roberts. I'm going to put try to keep. Now, I think he's a great player. But when I look at them 4 players and definitely keep, he's just not on their level yet. He's only young. For me, Tyler Roberts should stay, and I hope he does stay. But again, he's not Premier League quality just quite yet. But unlike Douglas, he is still young. So, yeah. And I don't want to learn him out. I think squad depth is one of the most important things in Premier League. Yeah. Next, Patrick Bamford. Now, I'm putting Patrick Bamford in definitely keep. The reason is because he works so hard for the team. He presses them centre-backs to make mistakes. I think it was his hard working and making players like doing goals. I think he would be in 20 goals if we class the own goals as his goals of what he's pressed and pushed forward to make defenders put it past their goalkeeper. But yeah, Bamford, I love him, but for me we do need to sign a new striker. But Bamford is definitely should be staying in our team, in the squad. Pervader. Right then, what to do with Pervader? Now, Pervader we signed, it was a January signing from Man City's academy. Brought him in and he played the last 4 games of the season and impressed, really looked good. Now, again, try to keep him or keep him definitely. I'm going to put him try to keep him because he's not really proven himself fully, but he has looked good every time he's played for Leeds. Obviously, we're not going to sell him. Him and Tyler Roberts we won't sell, but there might be a chance that they might get on loan. But no, I don't think so. Gianni Alioski. I mean, hilarious guy and an absolute beast for the club. And he must get the dressing room high. Not high as like that, but like happy. And yeah, because what a player he is. What a player. Pure quality. And I believe that he is one of Leeds' most influential players, even though he doesn't play much. But when he does come off that bench, he works. Another one that works his ass off, and just, yeah, great player. Next, Luke Ayling. For me, Luke Ayling is our starting right back next year, and I think he'll shine in the Premier League, in my opinion. Yeah, it's just Ayling's a great player. Another one. See, before Bielsa came, none of these wouldn't have been called players who have lots of stamina running around pitch. But again, Ayling under Bielsa, that's what Bielsa changed him to be like. Gaetano Berardi. Now this one's a tough one. There's a lot of links, rumours of Berardi leaving Leeds. And he just got a 9-month injury. What's such a shame. Because again, I really hope he stays. Coaching staff, but I don't know if he'll be ready to do that so young. He's only still 32. But 9-month injury. I hope he stays. He's maybe a good 4th choice centre-back and right-back. But yeah. I try to keep him. But if Berardi wants to leave, I respect it, because what a servant he's been here, being for Leeds. I think he's been here since 2014. He's done a solid job for us and gets red cards here and there, but he has passion for the club. Helder Costa. Now, he's signed on a permanent. What I would say about Costa is try to keep, even though obviously we've signed him. But let's just go for the players that we've just signed. On loan to buy, what we've got on permanent buys. We'll think about next year, and for me, Costa, he did some good moments in the Championship. Very skillful player. But for me, the man that we're going on to next, Jack Harrison, is a lot of a better winger who is... Oh, crumbs. Lee Davis goes there. Jack Harrison, who I'm going to put in, definitely keep. Now, Jack Harrison is starting to become one of my favourite Leeds players because, yeah, first season at Leeds, very inconsistent. This season at Leeds, brilliant. Pure class. Another man on loan from Man City. Oh, Prevado was on permanent, but this will be his third year on loan from Man City. I really hope he can make this permanent. Obviously, I don't think he'll have as much of an effect in the Premier League, but he's still only young and he's got time to grow under Bielsa. Still. Next, we've got Meslier. For me, Meslier, again, another player that we've only just signed, but is definitely keep. What a young lad this is, player this is. Something like last year he was rated as the 4th best teenage goalkeeper in the world. Now, don't know what Lorient were thinking, because he had some great games for Lorient, but they decided to loan him out to Leeds. I think it's because they signed Monaco's keeper. I forgot who it was. But yeah, I mean, what a signing. I'm so glad we got Meslier over the line. KP, I mean, it's just obvious, isn't it? Definitely keep. The Yorkshire Pirlo, what a player. What a player. And yeah, I'm in love. No, I'm joking, but yeah, probably my favourite Leeds player right now at this moment in time. Pure Leeds. Leeds goes right through him. It's all about Leeds. Yeah, I love him. Jamie Shackleton, definitely keep. What a young player this is. Another one. I'm not going to lie, this is not biased. I think Leeds have got in the top 6 best academies in England. Players that have produced, and Shackleton is the next one. What a player he is. And just absolute quality. I think... I love him. Yeah. Shackleton, Phillips in the future Leeds midfield. 2 Leeds lads, yeah. For me, they both definitely keep. And Shackleton has been linked with some loan moves. For me, I've talked to my dad about this, and we both think Shackleton has to stay at Leeds. Because, again, I said earlier on with the squad depth that you need in the Premier League, we need Shackleton. Now, Ben White, obviously, we've not signed Ben White. He's at Brighton. Brighton is set to give him a new contract. It's reported Brighton want 55 million for Ben White. Now, Ben White is probably is the best Leeds centre-back I've seen, and I'm 15. But yeah, but we've been in bad times with Belushi and all that. Jesus Christ. But I'm not putting Ben White in any of these. The reason is because it's just not going to work for me. I don't think we're going to sign him. I think there's not better players, but there's other players out there that Bielsa can make as good as Ben White for a lot cheaper. For example, Robin Koch from Freiburg. But yeah, I'm keeping Ben White down there. I don't think we're going to sign him. But yeah, that is my tier list. So we've got Casilla, indefinitely sell. Forshaw for sell for the right price. Stevens and Davis and loan. Douglas, Roberts, Paveda, Alioski, Berardi and Helder and try to keep. And Cooper, Dallas, Click, Pablo Hernandez, Bamford, Ayling, Harrison, Meslier, Phillips and Shackleton, and definitely keep. Now, I know not the whole squad was on here, but this is what was on the tier list. And that's just all I could do. But yeah. Anyways, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And peace.